The battle for Georgia took over the Champion Center, and it absolutely delivered with a number of Rivals 150 players in the classes of 2021 and 2022, and some studs from the class of 2023 putting on absolute shows. Here to wrap it up, Cory McCartney along with Dan McDonald. Dan, have you caught your breath yet after a very busy weekend?
Yeah, we're getting there, Cory. One day at a time, man. It's been fun run here. It was an awesome weekend.
Well, I hate to put you on the spot, but when you start narrowing this thing down and you've now had the opportunity to look back on the weekend that was, who are the 5 guys that really defined the battle for Georgia to you?
Yeah, it's hard to get it down to 5, but, I have to go back to that 1700 championship game with Jabari Smith and Matthew Cleveland. And starting with Jabari Smith, who's a consensus top 5 kid in the class. And, it's not hard to see why. I mean, he was great from start to finish all day long. And it's a 6'9", 6'10" kid that's got legitimate inside-outside game. He's tough. He can rebound. He finishes over guys. And just the intensity he played with, I thought yesterday, he showed a lot of leadership helping them get to the championship to win it. Along with him, Matthew Cleveland, his teammate, another guy, 5-star kid, potential McDonald's All-American. Last 5 minutes of the game last night in the championship, he threw down 3 or 4 just ridiculous dunks. But more than that, his skills are coming along. So he started the game. I think he had back-to-back threes, both off the dribble, and just made a number of plays throughout the game. I think he finished right around 30 points for that game. So he is phenomenal. It's not hard to see why Florida State was dying to get him. But not only them, a number of schools all over the country were in the mix before he committed to the Seminoles. So, but playing them in the championship, Game Elite had Caleb Washington, another guy, top 100 in the country, 6'8", long, athletic dude. And, the thing that makes him such a, unique prospect, he's 6'8" and has that length, but he's also moves his feet so quick that he's an elite defender. But over the last, 6 months to a year, he's really become a more confident, stronger offensive player where it's not just settling for jump shots all the time. He's getting to the rim. He's finishing in traffic and really becoming a really, really good player, the player that everybody's kind of seen all along in him. Moving on to the 1600 championship, Kendall Campbell, man, he had a spectacular day, start to finish. First time playing all summer, actually, with TSF Mac. And he's going to be our MVP for that division. And actually picked up offers from Alabama and Ole Miss last night. 6'7" forward, inside outside game, toughness, and the thing that's going to help him become a really sought after recruit is, Columbia was, I think, his first scholarship offer, so he's got the grades in check too. So it'll be really fun to see where his recruitment goes over the next year. And then going to the 1500, again, TSF Mac won the championship in that, so they got the 1500 and 1600 championships. But Isaiah Collier, another guy, all day long, 3 games of just really, really spectacular play. And I don't know if there's rankings yet for the 2023 class, but when there are for national purposes, he'll be one of the top 10 to 20 kids in the country. 6'3", ridiculous passing vision, and his scoring's really come along too. And he helped Wheeler get to the state championship this year and win it in the 7A, and just a really, really good prospect and from a really, really good program. But like I said when I started, man, it's hard to get down to 5 guys, but those were 5 that really, really stood out to me.
Also an opportunity for somebody who maybe wasn't on everyone's radar to get them talking. Who was that guy for you that really made some waves?
Yeah, so we made AC Georgia 1600 actually, go to the qualifier and earn their spot to Sunday. And they did that. And I don't know if they would have done it without Josh Reed. I mean, he was spectacular all weekend. Kind of like Kendall, 2022 kid that's 6'6", 6'7", and played on a Pace Academy team that won a state championship this year. But, with Matthew Cleveland and Cole Middleton and Madison Thurr on the team, he was kind of a little bit of the forgotten guy. But, no prospect to me in the last year in Georgia has improved as much as that kid has. I mean, legitimate guard skills, but he's a big, strong, physical kid that can play inside too. And when he drives to the rim and puts his head down, man, just get out of the way because it ain't going to end well for you. And his coaches showed me after the games all weekend, like Georgia's texting about him, Wake Forest, I think Tennessee was one of them, and a few others. So he's another guy in the 2022 class that just I would expect to see his recruitment change here in the next few weeks.
If anyone wants to go back and watch the battle for Georgia, they can do that with Lake Point Live, powered by PlaySite. Head over to lakepointsports.com for all the information there. And if you're not already, give Dan a follow on Twitter. He's at RivalsDan, or you can get everything that's happening basketball-wise at the Champion Center by following Lake Point Hoops on Twitter. Dan, thanks for the time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Cory.